Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. Vince's Big Fat Peacock. What should qualify you for this year's Royal Rumble? And why is everyone so SAWFT? So, all this and more in the room where it happens. But first, let's see who's making their way to the ring.
It's Mischief, you heard? Woo-hoo! Let's get it. I'm hyped, bro.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
JP Savage, Mo Jones, it gets the shit out. Ooh, if you know, you know.
The All-Father, Old School Joe.
Woo! Gentlemen, how I miss thighs, all of thighs. All thighs?
What?
All of my thighs?
Wow.
You miss thighs?
Chicken
That's
You could tell that I'm not wearing
Danny. That's why this is why I'm excited, folks.
Whoa.
It is the week that we
Why?
wait for every year, baby. The best pay-per-view that you look forward to. Royal Rumble weekend. Oh boy. What the fuck is gonna happen? We've been able to see what every other pay-per-view has been like during the pandemic. What will the Rumble be like? I know we're gonna get into it, but you know.
Finally.
When that
And
Bluetooth
shout out
kicks
to
in,
Facebook.
baby.
Shout out to Facebook because that's right. Bad guys are finally back on Facebook tonight. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being a part of Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. And we have some ropes to run for y'all today. Oh, gentlemen, what is sizzling on the agenda? Because I'm going to lose some cardio talking about all of this tonight. Vince McMahon moving the network to NBC? What's going on right now? Do we have to cancel the subscription or what?
What's going on is Vince wagging out. Sometimes you gotta put your peacock on the table and just be like, I'm a billionaire, goddammit. I'm just making $1 billion moves. That's what you do.
Dollar
For everybody
moves.
All right. I don't understand how y'all complaining out here. Go ahead, JP. Tell him, because I'm gonna go off. I know Vince just is gonna go off, and I know he has many points to prove. But I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you the truth, because it's a dish served cold. Ooh. This is a move that a man who has tried to make the XFL work twice has to do at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the shares are leaving at this point. He's scared in Wall Street right now too. Shit. So. Anybody wonder how the network has been doing?
Trash.
If they're throwing money at you,
it?
you take it. You take it, bro. A move to Peacock. Peacock is gonna be the next big thing at some point. It has a lot of movement. It could be a real catalyst. Right? You know what I mean?
I dig it. You got new fans, new people buying into the suspension of disbelief. No, now we're gonna have more people that are gonna want to see Goldberg. They don't know better.
I guess the Goldberg things makes more sense now, right?
Yeah.
Having Goldberg around for Mania and for Royal Rumble and all this bullshit, right? But there's a lot of complaining going on. I gotta tell you, right? Twitter is a funny place, yo. Twitter is a funny place because most of the complaints center around the fact that people are pissed they have to sign up for Peacock. And I quote, if I wanted Peacock, I would have gotten Peacock already. And I was like, I bet you would have. All right? Because Peacock goes out to over 40 million viewers, right? Way more than the 1.5 that Vince is touting on the network, right? You got more eyeballs on the product. People like Goldberg do resonate with people that have not watched wrestling in a very long time. All right, so this is a money move. This is good for wrestling, and I think JP Warhorse put it best. He was like, "Me like wrestling. Wrestling now, more people see. So this is good. Like this is a good thing. Fucking, you have to sign up for Peacock. Did you know you're getting more? You're getting more. You got all the NBC bullshit.
Wait,
all of it.
Are you getting everything? The whole enchilada. I'm still getting all the Raws and SmackDown.
The whole Peacock.
Everything.
But on top of that, now you're getting The Office as well. So you get to binge in between.
Yes. And let's not forget, folks, this is a type of move that shakes an industry. Okay? Because what's great for the goose is great for the gander. So if the WWE, if this is great for y'all, that is opening doors for all the other promotions. Because guess who the second runner up is? When people start finding out about WWE again, they're gonna be talking about AEW, right? Like it's synonymous. You always want to see what's the other competition. If you like this content, what is something else like it? It's growth for everybody. Yo, there's a smart move. Vince has been listening to Cardi B a little too much.
Money walks, bullshit talks. I mean, like, or did I get that wrong? Dyslexia is a bitch anyway. I don't give a fuck. Listen, all I care about is that we're gonna still get our wrestling content plus the pay-per-views, and now some TV sitcoms, some old TV classics. What does NBC have that's classic from back in the 90s era, the Attitude Era, that we can remember? I can't really recall right now. Third Rock from the Sun? Isn't that a thing? Wasn't that a thing?
You know,
I remember that was a hit.
Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. The fact is that more people watch that shit.
The Office, I'm sold. I'm sold for The Office, though.
You got SNL?
SNL. Yeah, SNL. Like, NBC, don't be disrespectful. Super Bowls. Like, listen, NBC, it's a major move. It's a major move. And not only that, you have to consider now, right, that the WWE is fucking with multiple platforms, multiple major companies, because it's still on Friday on Fox, right?
It is.
Raw's on USA.
It ain't just fans, though.
Well, USA is NBC.
The fans are very critical. My bad. I cut it off, am I? Shit. Nah, but the fans are very critical, right? But there is another group that is not in favor of this partnership. ESPN has cut ties with WWE in results of all this shit. To be honest, they kind of got sour grapes because rumor has it that they were in the original talks to acquire the network. I think this goes even deeper. I think Disney's even involved here.
And that's ABC, right?
Well, I mean, ESPN is the parent company would be Disney, so that makes
Disney,
sense.
yeah. So it's they rallying, they pissing people off, to say the least, early to start 2021, and I think it's for their better interest.
Vince said, "Fuck the mouse."
Yo, $1 billion. Show me the money.
Cut ties with those scripted sports analysts anyway. You don't want nothing to deal with those likes of them.
And you know, NBC, I got something to tell you. Because now you're about to acquire what people salivate for, people tune in on a weekly basis for. Don't forget, you need a platform to analyze it, right? And nobody does it better than the bad guys. Make sure to subscribe and like HPC Too Sweet on IG and Twitter. Heels, Pops, and TikTok. Got it.
Yo, JP, you just remind me of one other thing. NBC is a huge platform for sports, right? And I think one thing that you need to do whenever you're watching any type of sporting event is you got to rock your team's gear. What better place to buy it than at Foco.com?
Well, what?
Oh, no.
What'd you say to me?
Foco you? No, Foco
me.
Foco. Damn, you double dipping out here.
Everybody going Foco everywhere.
Old school, you
Shout
double dipping out here.
HPC 10
you sound like
code.
You out here acting like you a top 500 podcast. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just here, bro.
You sounding ranked up now, Mr. Old School.
I'm just here for the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Woo! Y'all seasoned. Y'all sound very seasoned, let me tell you. Listen, NBC is hit the jackpot here. They already are known for showing WWE content on a regular basis as well. At least once a year, you'll get the replay of last year's WrestleMania. And to be honest, if NBC is going to keep playing ball with this damn thing, they just hit an even bigger jackpot, because now WrestleMania is rumored to be a 2-night event with 4 major main event attractions. Talk to me, fellas. What are we expecting off this major breaking news that we got for WrestleMania?
Money! Money. It's all about the money, baby. We got crowds back. We're gonna try to maximize that, make that a 2-night banger, kind of run back what we did last year. Come on now. Gotta get that money.
Mischief hit it on y'all hit it on the money. You said that this is gonna bring back a lot of fans that are gonna be nostalgic. And what do they remember? They remember Goldberg, right? Yo, don't be surprised. You get more legends coming out.
John Cena.
Cena's been rumored, right? Listen, does somebody from NGPW come?
Taker's
Right?
one call away.
Taker?
Listen, man, my
Especially all the
wallet
smack
is
he's
the
been
biggest
talking now.
hater right now. Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, Edge is gonna be in the main event
right.
versus
There's
Randy,
one guy.
probably.
Right.
Right?
Mhm.
One
I
guy.
would like to see him go with AJ though, but I think Brandy is probably going
Edge
to
and
be.
AJ.
There's
That would be
one
nice.
path to victory there. There's only one.
$1,000 added to the
What path?
WrestleMania budget now for an extra
There's
night.
only
Great,
one
awesome.
path to really make this WrestleMania transcendent. To really hook. You want to really
One
hook?
path or two paths?
Nah, just one.
Just one
That
path.
path is a rocky one. And it's the one.
Oh,
Yes, Danny boy. The pipes
See?
are calling. 'Cause that's what I'm talking about.
There it is.
The
There it
Rock winning the Royal Rumble. I think he needs to be a surprise at the Royal Rumble. He needs to win, and that's the Roman Reigns moment, and that's the head of the table, and that's bringing back the fans, and that's
Ooh,
NBC, and
baby.
that's Big Fat Peacock. All over
Yo,
the
Yes,
and
place.
sir.
let's not forget that the Young Rock show is coming to NBC.
Yo,
There's gonna be a lot of cross promotion there.
I forgot.
Ah.
Everybody eats. Everybody's eating right now. Interesting. Very interesting. Also is the
NBC.
things that are circulating these days on social media, gentlemen. It's never a dull moment when you sign on to Twitter and you start following your heroes, right? Especially when your heroes are legendary superstar Undertaker, who has a lot to say now that he's gone rogue and killed kayfabe off. Everybody's soft, gentlemen. Talk to me. Who's softer than most here?
Listen, man. It's been 30 years since he hasn't said shit, bro. Like, of course he's gonna be talking out his ass right now. Like, what you expect? If you turn on the hose, is the water not gonna come out?
Somebody
Depends where you live.
This
Right.
is why we need to stop giving Bret Hart a mic, bro. Like,
I'm like,
give
is
him
he
access.
taking advice from Brett? Because they clearly going down that same path.
Well, Drew McIntyre is trying to keep the peace. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's trying to keep the peace, but he does not show any shame in disagreeing with the dead man when he calls the product soft. But he kind of redirects. He points out that maybe Taker was just talking about the Attitude Era and like the storylines they were doing and how things were edgier and shit like that.
To that I say no, Drew, because they weren't talking about cocaine back in the day during the Attitude Era on TV. That was happening backstage when no one else was looking besides the boys. And that's what he was talking about. He all says y'all weak because you just be playing Madden instead of doing a line.
And you know why? One of the top baby faces in the company right now, of course he's going to say that perspective because he was part of the generation in WWE that was getting bullied by the Attitude Era on the way out. He likes this WWE. He's like, I'm okay, I'm good. I'm the big dog in this WWE.
Yeah.
Let's play video games. You know what I'm saying?
Let's play some video games.
Yeah, let's Uber Eats. Let's Uber Eats, y'all.
Man.
Yeah.
We gotta get deep into this discussion because there's a lot. It's not just simple what you hear and see on Twitter, but we gonna definitely dig into this tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But Twitter was on fire.
Oh, never mind.
Talk to me, JP. Talk to me.
Nah, never mind. Keep it fucking moving.
But
Twitter
Twitter wasn't keeping it moving because Twitter was lit up all week. Apparently, Mick Foley got into it too and had to chime in and get his, Twitter fingers rolling. My man let loose. Shout out a tweet, and Mr. David Krumholtz did not like it. Didn't appreciate it much.
I told you to let me say the name.
I tried. So Talk to
Listen,
me, JP.
first
Why
and
is he
foremost-
upset?
First and foremost, David Krumholtz, you got fucking worked. Like, word, you really didn't think you were gonna catch that flame from the fans for showing up on Raw like that. Like, listen, I thought you were in on the joke. You are what, B-level superstar? Like, I mean, I give you some credit. You are in classical movies, man. But you made bad decisions in the past. You had dreads in the Santa Claus. Like, these are things that we just don't do, right?
No se
Out
hace.
there with your butt crack, bro. Like, of course, the internet is gonna come for you, bro. And the fact that you're getting upset is ridiculous. And not only getting upset, but getting upset at a legend, at an award-winning author,
Whatever.
an individual that can talk you through the river and up the hills, right? And he actually apologized, guys. And you know what's I don't know what's more like ridiculous, the fact that he had to put out like a statement on IG, or the fact that fans were like, "That's right, Mick. This is why. This is amazing. This is why you're the best." What the fuck? Because he was body shaming him.
Yo, son. Honestly, like,
Come on.
how ridiculous are you? You're doing the comedy bit. You know it's a comedy bit. And you're mad because people are commenting on your butt crack was out. Was that an accident? Like, did you not know that was happening?
Yo, crack kills, dog.
That's what I think. Now I think you thought it was a really good segment and you had no butt crack out. That's what I think. Now that's what I believe. I believe that you thought, yo, damn, I did pretty good out there. It was a pretty solid
and he
show.
thought the 2 weeks at the gym made a difference. That's the other piece.
Yo, like,
I gotta add one little piece here. You're gonna get the argument that Foley was still doing the right thing here, and I'm not gonna argue. He did own up to him being wrong, and only because he hurt somebody. At least he worked somebody into being hurt, but he did the right thing here and apologized. Something you don't see these days. I big him up for that. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that. I think that's a soft thing to say.
Well, listen. Okay, Oscar, my bad.
No, I was gonna just say the 10 things I hate about Mick Foley is absolutely nothing. Because the man is a saint.
Yes.
And David Krumholtz was in 10 things I hate about you. That was my little slide in there.
I don't know about y'all. Listen, when David Krumholtz came out, I was excited, man. I met the man before in the New York City subway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and the fact he's a wrestling fan, cool. But then this was ridiculous, man. And the fact that Mick Foley even apologized, yo, it was dope. Because he took accountability and he really, like, he fully analyzed what it caused, right? And if you read between the lines, he also gave him a big fuck you. But I don't know if he comprehended that. But David, if you want to come on the show, you know what I'm saying? You want to defend your point. We here, brother.
Welcome.
I'd rather
but I'm gonna tell you, you might cry. You might cry because we come.
There's a weight limit capacity. I don't know if we can actually bring him on.
Damn.
Yeah, because all of us are heavyweights at this point.
I'm just saying. COVID hasn't been kind to us, and if we had another heavy hitter on here, it's just not gonna work.
I'm hefty. Okay.
Heavy hitters. Oh, you hit it on the money, ladies and gentlemen. Heavy hitters is right. Old school, talk to me a minute. WWE just signed the top star, and it was from Japan. Ooh. Talk to me real quick.
You mean Megumi Satori from?
Ese mismo.
Vic, who was it, Vic?
I'm not. I tried this. I played this game before, and I lost. I don't want to lose twice.
¿Cómo se llama?
You mean the
Satamura.
Satamura.
Miko Satamura.
You mean the lady from the Mae Young Challenge from like 4 years ago that Toni Storm beat?
Ooh,
yes.
Damn.
And she's on NXT UK, correct?
She's gonna be the head trainer there.
Oh, nice.
Head
nice.
trainer. No, she's a legend in Japan, man. This is the
she's a legend in women's wrestling all over the place. But
yeah. I mean, I remember a lot of the superstars just saying how grateful they were to face her in the Mae Young Classic, to be able to go, be able to face against such a legend. So absolutely, it's a great move. Especially, guys, NXT UK, it's a dope product, man. And you know what? Now it's available at 3:00 on the network, man, on Thursdays.
Yo, I got amped. They just brought in Shaw Samuels, and that guy is a beast.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, did any of y'all see the spectacle?
Testicles?
I mean, I watched.
How was it? Was it good?
It was a decent show. It was your standard issue WWE program. It was awesome to see as many Indians on there as they had. I'm hoping it maybe turns into a weekly series. It'd be nice. Hey, listen, as a little brown kid, I always want to see other, like, oh shit, look, it's a guy that looks like me on the screen, and not have to pretend the Samoan was me, So,
were they celebrating a holiday?
Nice.
It was Republic Day. Yeah.
Republic
Day.
Okay.
Hey, a lot of good performers are coming out, man. They're coming out, so it's a wonderful opportunity.
I'm personally enjoying NWA right now and MLW too, and they got some stars coming too. So hopefully everything works out.
MLW this week, MLW, that opening for MLW. Good Lord. And mind you, I'm saying this after watching NXT and AEW at the same time, dual screen, right? I'm saying I watched MLW after that, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yusuf Samael's opening? Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus, folks, if you have not heard the interview with the Shooting the Ish alumni, Yusuf Samael from MLW, please do yourself the favor and check it out. The leader, the mouthpiece of MLW. If that intro to MLW this week does not get you excited for life, nothing will, bro. Nothing will.
Sweet that play button,
and Yosef Samuel, he ain't playing around with them Injustice boys, man. Y'all fellas be careful. Whoo, he means business.
Yo, Jordan Oliver still hasn't hit puberty, bro. I don't understand what's wrong with his voice, man. I don't get it.
Yo, but he's a Synergy champion, though.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Shout out to Synergy.
He is.
How about, did you hear, right? So
GCW's
got a big show. They've got a big show going on. And right now, I believe it's on Saturday, actually. Saturday.
It's Friday into Saturday. Saturday.
Oh, right. Because it's like a crazy
24 hours, baby.
So, Jordan Oliver, Tony Deppen, Synergy Championship on the line at GCW. That is so dope. It was so dope that Colin West was able to pull it off. We can see Synergy on the map. Synergy putting together some of the best independent wrestling.
Synergy
level.
I'm going for Tony Deppen, baby. Tony Deppen all the way, baby. Let's go.
That's gonna be a banger. Tune in for that. Stay tuned. We got some details on how to get that, how to see that live. What's bumping though, gentlemen, is it's the season. Tis the season. It's just like JP said. It's so nostalgic, so emotional. Oh man, it's like the holiday season all over again. Royal Rumble is upon us. And I think Danny was going off earlier from the beginning of the show with some picks, man. And we all got our picks. We all got our theories and our hopes and dreams that would happen. I hope the fans show up. But what's more important here is the build to this year's Rumble, and more specifically in who exactly is going to be in it. Besides COVID, because we know he's gonna be there.
Oh my God!
Running around
for the vaccine, bro. That's what's happening right now, bro.
But other than him coming out at number 1, who's gonna come out at number 2, 3, 4 to 29, 30, and then on top of that, how the fuck did they get there? What made him get a number better than COVID and come out and qualify for the Royal Rumble this year?
By the way, I've declared myself into the Royal Rumble this year.
Oh, did you, bitch? Oh. Okay,
because that's the thing. That's the thing.
That's how it sounds like.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't know who's gonna come out of the Rumble, but I tell you who's gonna perform at the Rumble. Bad Bunny, baby.
Oh,
Hey,
baby.
El
oh,
Conejo
this is
Malo.
big.
Excited.
That's
Bad Bunny,
big.
one of the most
That is
explosive
big.
superstars in the world right now. If you do not know who Bad Bunny is, folks, do yourself a favor and go down the wormhole that is his musical library. Because good Lord, the man produces hit after hit after hit. And I'm sorry, I do believe he's better than this person, but I would have to compare him to hip hop's Drake. Everything he touches is gold.
Ooh.
And yo, I'm
And they have a
excited,
track
man. Our
together.
people, Latinos, making a move, man. The last one was
It's-
Pitbull.
It
Bad Bunny's
sounds like we
legit
gotta
Spanish.
get on a show
And he
and
made,
debate that.
and
Jason.
let's not forget, he's a wrestling fan, folks. He already had Chambea, holla, with Ric Flair in the back. And that was like 2-3 years ago. And now he's about to perform Booker T, where he got Booker T looking swole and showing us that he can't dance.
That's
He can
gonna
do
be
spin the Rooney,
so dope.
but he can't
man.
dance to reggaeton. He can't do it.
He
But
cannot
Listen,
do it.
this is
there's a lot of
exciting, guys.
things I
Exciting.
can tell you that's wrong with this year's Rumble, and I had to really, it really took a lot because I've been all month checking out all the past Rumbles and shit, including last 3 years Rumble, and this is gonna be the first one that without fans, and it's really pissing me off. But small things like this is making me want to tune in, and Bad Bunny performing like, that's gonna be dope.
That shit's fire.
Some surprises. I'm
My
trying to
wife-
make the best of it, but yeah.
My wife's like, "Oh, Bad Bunny's gonna be on that shit." I'm watching.
Yep. My wife
like,
is
no,
set to watch.
my wife
She's
too.
ready to
Simple
go.
as that.
Watching anyway.
Simple as that.
Watching
They
that
were
shit
gonna be in the
already.
room, but they weren't really gonna watch. Now they're
Right,
actually
right.
gonna watch. You know what
Now
I
they
mean?
watching though. Now they watching, and that's all it took. That's all it took.
NBC. Do you realize that
NBC.
Bad Bunny, right? Bad
Mm.
Bunny is the number one streamed artist in this fucking little globe.
NBC is winning right now, son. NBC is winning. That's all I
NBC, that
see.
billion
Well,
dollar peacock
JJ
looks so good.
JJ, if you listen to 90s music, Bad Bunny, when I say he's a complete artist, he incorporates the 90s into his music. Within his songs, there's so many tributes to throwbacks in the reggaeton world, in the hip hop world. I'm telling you, just give it a
lot
listen.
of good collabs.
Even if you
on that,
understand
man.
what he's saying, he throws English in there. Trust.
But
Like, it's
here's the best part about all of this here though. This news here is that the fact that Bad Bunny is gonna perform at the Royal Rumble, but he can also decide to be in the Royal Rumble.
They
Now,
need 30.
talk to me, guys. Why is this?
Listen. If MGK got to be fucking powerbombed by Kevin Owens, Bad Bunny better get, I don't know what.
I want to do something. I want to do something.
I want to see something.
Tírame
him jump
primo
off
por
some
ahí,
shit.
tírame por ahí.
Yo,
Listen.
I got you. He's like the number 18 entrant in the Royal Rumble. He runs, slides in, and just dives on like a pile of fighting wrestlers on the outside and eliminates himself. That's it. That's it.
Oh, man.
I like it. Yo,
Somehow I thought you were gonna work Velveteen Dream in when you said number 18. I thought.
oh
he would come out
no.
before-
No, he would have come out earlier.
Shame.
He would have came out earlier.
Shame. Yo, Vic, listen, I'm a little bit of an optimist if you haven't been able to tell. And I'm gonna tell you, I hear you on the fans piece because that's an important part of the Rumble. But I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt to the E right now because they've learned how to put on a good pay-per-view. The performers themselves have learned to transition from performing to a live fan to now performing to the camera. Right? The show has been better on a weekly basis. It has been better on pay-per-views than it was at the beginning of the pandemic, right? And unfortunately, WrestleMania was at the top of that shit. So let's see. Let's see what they do with
I
one
hear
of
that.
the
I
top
hear that
pay-per-views of the year. Let's see what they do.
Expired mail with a
Expired mail.
spoon. But poured with a spoon. PCF, how many Royal Rumbles have we experienced, man, that we've loved? I know in the 90s you had yours with Foley coming out 3 times and still
Yeah, I
losing
remember that.
that dumb shit.
That
But
bastard.
but
Politics,
that-
man.
that's How we've come full circle. Nah, but talk to me. What are you expecting this year, man? And what do you want to see? Who you?
It's definitely. I'm excited for the returns, for the surprise entrances. Like, because I mean, it's been a crazy year overall, and we only have what, like 18 names on the list right now.
Like the bathroom attendant. Like,
yo, they got 18 names.
Security member number 5 and shit. Like, because that's what they have to do. They're promising 30 from where?
Well, I'm telling you right now that John Cena's been confirmed for WrestleMania 37. So that's a big name right there within itself.
So Cena's got to be in this Rumble. Cena's got to be in this Rumble.
Especially his incorporation into that. Pretty much announcement. That bit that Hunter and Stephanie did, that was pretty funny, honestly.
That WrestleMania commercial.
Let us know about WrestleMania. Yeah, he was in that, so it makes sense. It makes sense.
Commercials. A lot of these commercials are funny. Cena does these commercials here and there. Yeah.
One person, and I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, if y'all gonna hate this comment, hate it. But I'm not gonna be that excited to see Cena. I'm not gonna be that excited. I mean, he was just here, and you know what I mean, like.
Was he? When was the last time he was here?
You know what? He was here enough in the last 15 years that he was just here. You know what I'm saying?
But JP, are you not gonna be excited to see heel Cena? A little preview of what we got for WrestleMania 35. Remember WrestleMania 35?
PCF, you're talking my level. You see, you understand my palate when it comes to entertainment, brother. Yes, okay. Give me that.
We want to see that Cena.
Give me that.
We don't want to see. We don't want to see face Cena.
Things is heating up for sure, and then we have so many theories, so many names, and that's just it. I just can't wait till this Sunday when the bad guys give you the pre-show with our picks for the Royal Rumble match, the pre-show, the pre-show of all pre-shows, the King's pre-show will be via satellite again, but we'll be here to perform or give you the spoilers per se this Sunday night, and I can't wait. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait. Got some good matches on the card too.
Villain, you know what's the most exciting thing about Royal Rumble for me right now, man? Is the fact that people just announcing that they're in the Rumble. Like, there's got to be some rules to this shit. You know what I mean? Like Edge out here making a video like, I'm gonna be in it. You know what I mean? People just walking up to the manager saying, "Yo, I'm gonna be in this shit."
If you're a Hall of Famer, you should be able. That's where I stand on it. Don't bring up this legend talk shit because it will be here till tomorrow. But if you're a Hall of Famer,
there are people that have to qualify for it, but at the same time, other people will be like, "Nah, I'm in."
Exactly. There's no continuity, and I know.
I understand that's how society actually works, but I didn't think we were gonna bring that logic into wrestling.
I haven't yet having a problem with anybody that's done it yet, though.
Guys, you know what it is? We're sleeping on the message from the E. The message is trying to personify what privilege is. So the ones that just announced they're in it, that's what it looks like, folks. Some of us that are earning it, some of us just say, I'm going to be in it. Bam.
Some of us have to run the gauntlet.
Thank you for the message, Vince.
That's GameStop, yo.
Has there been a qualifying match yet for the Rumble? I haven't seen one yet.
Yo, there's been a match to see if you qualify for the Rumble. Like,
didn't AJ and R-Truth just have a Royal Rumble qualifying match on Monday?
I don't know what it is. Drew Gulak. You gotta
know what it is. It's not. They're not qualifying matches this year. This year, it's called testing. That's what it is.
Bam. This is stupid. All right. They only got like 11 people on the roster that are active. That's why they got the same 4 matches every week with the same fucking 4 people. Did you see like they had like a 6-man tag and then they had a 6-man tag after the 6-man tag had a 6-man tag?
Yep.
It was just the same segment like 4 times.
It's starting to look like a New Japan card.
Shit is wild.
And that makes me wonder, that's the reason why it makes me wonder if they're going to finally fix the mistake that they did for Survivor Series and incorporate NXT heavy in this Rumble. Why not? Especially if you're going to bring back legends, like the names that we have mentioned. It's perfect opportunity to introduce the future talent with those legends in something like the Rumble. Because that's supposed to be the idea of the Rumble. Everybody has a chance, right?
Yeah.
you could get to the top. You could grab that brass rail with this opportunity. Facts. What better way to sell that story? And
the
guess
best
what?
Rumbles
NXT has
are
a roster.
unpredictable.
If Charlotte won a Royal Rumble and she challenged Rhea Ripley, which was the women's NXT championship, then why not an NXT superstar, a male superstar, come in, win the Rumble, and challenge either Drew or Roman at WrestleMania? Why not?
That would be nice. That would be nice. Oh man.
Someone like Adam Cole, someone like Pete Dunne, someone like Finn Balor.
Yo, y'all saw them punches?
Finn Balor most likely.
You got Walter.
You saw them punches by Pete Dunne, yo? Jesus Christ.
You know who'd be awesome if he won?
In UK.
What if Walter won the Rumble?
Not even Walter Mercado predicted that shit.
That shit, I will tell you this much. That will be something easy to sell, especially because you have to end that with Walter giving chest chops on all four corners, bro. And when people see the ground beef that becomes people's chest, they'll be like, yeah, it makes sense. He won. I don't know this guy, but yeah, he's the champion.
He's gonna win. That's it.
It sells itself. I'm telling you, go watch NXT UK. Walter sells itself.
Or give us Walter versus Strowman, WrestleMania.
Someone's getting chopped and getting eliminated by Walter in the Rumble from that chop. He's gonna chop him out the ring over the top.
Choppy.
It's definitely not gonna be soft though. I'll tell you that.
Wait a minute, Blue Chew.
It's not gonna be soft at all. The opposite of Blue Chew.
Wow. Guys, but if there were stipulations to being qualified for the Rumble, what would you guys put? Like, what would it be? What would it be for you?
The Rumble match?
If you got a post.
Listen, I like to pick a number, right? Why do we stop that? I mean, I understand COVID, but you could do a online digital shit. I mean, they're together either way.
Yo, they could
pick up a number like bingo. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there was nothing wrong with that. Every year throughout the 90s and the 2000s, we saw that. And that was great.
Like, who cares? Who cares? Everybody's
I think they're mailing it in this year.
In that respect, yeah. Just like,
mine got lost.
Can I do my wild conspiracy theory for the finish?
Talk to me. There's a lot out there. There's a lot going on out there.
CDC comes in, stops the entire show because it's a super spreader. It's
the favorite.
Oh my god!
And then everyone is quarantined for 2 weeks.
Wait, are you saying? Are you saying that the Rumble's gonna be the United Kingdom? Wait, what? Are you gonna say if the Minion? They're gonna be the Minion?
That's it. It's just gonna be.
Yo, when they caused Japan to lock down, that's what you're talking about right now?
Basically, but this time it's just gonna be wrestlers. It's just gonna be wrestlers getting locked down.
Oh, the future is bright.
That's awful.
Wow.
Yo, but
and not so soft.
But then there's no winner, which will be like the first time ever.
But if they have to quarantine, can't they just keep quarantine together and just continue?
They're all just gonna be in the Rumble.
Yeah. All right, well.
They'll all be there for Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night SmackDown, Wednesday Night Raw.
What was the one in the Middle East called? The
Ready to Rumble?
No. What was it? Like the Greatest Rumble or something?
The Greatest Royal Rumble of all time.
The one where Titus O'Neil went flying.
Rumble.
Yeah. Well, this was gonna say this was the longest Rumble.
Nah,
it was for Titus O'Neil.
You call it the COVID Rumble, and you throw one vaccine in the ring and see what happens.
Jesus.
Wow, this shit got morbid as hell.
Surprise!
But then you'd have a whole bunch of wrestlers walk out because they don't believe in the virus.
Yeah. So they don't believe in the virus, but yet people out here calling them soft, right? So how do we analyze that? How does that make sense?
Well, it depends. If the mask prevents you from breathing a little bit, you can't really wear it. That's not healthy, right?
Bro,
I don't know. Ask Shelton Benjamin about wearing the mask.
Now listen.
That shit was funny.
What did he say?
Shit.
They stopped him in the entrance, right?
Oh yeah.
Bro,
yeah,
he
yeah,
noticed
forgot to
it.
take
When he
off.
noticed it, he was like, oh, yeah. Put it right in his pocket.
That's my point, though, Vic. They out there going every day without a mask, wrestling, performing like they didn't lose a step. Like, and they soft. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to really compute that. I think this generation is working smarter. That's all.
I hear that.
It works
I hear
smarter.
that.
It
Works
works
smarter, not
even,
harder.
it's not even working smarter or harder. It's they have different vices, right? They're just trying to be safer in the long term, right? They've seen the generations go by, right? You've seen the Iron Sheik who has to waddle around and uses a wheelchair, right? You've seen hundreds of guys that OD'd.
Yep.
Not even hundred thousands, right? Like who have OD'd on drugs. So you know what? Worst thing that happens is they gotta wear readers from fucking playing video games.
How about the indie wrestlers you don't hear about that never made it and then retired with bumps and bruises that fucking they can't walk right, they can't get normal 9 to 5s and shit. That shit.
Sabu.
There's no lie. Support Sabu. Poor
New Jack.
Hep season motherfucker.
New Jack.
It's crazy. There's a reason why guys could go till like as long as Taker did, and he's lucky because he came from that era. God knows what the fuck he was in.
See, he was lucky because he kept his money, right? But then you have guys like listen, I love the Rock and Roll Express, but at like 70 plus, they should not be still wrestling in the ring, like it's a normal part of their gig.
Yeah, I mean, I think
they can still go. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you this much: if they were to stop,
that's
when they break down. If they were to stop, that's when they're gonna break down like quickly.
Oh yeah, huh?
You know what I'm saying? So like I could understand keeping it going, but they still can go. But yes, there's no reason why they should be doing that. You know what I mean? There's no reason why they should be putting their bodies through that type of torture. But this is a conversation that happens through all diasporas, bro. Through every generation. The generations before you always feel like the future generations are soft. That's always been the case. You can hear that shit in the military. You can hear that shit in sports. You can hear that shit in any organization, in jobs. Like think about it, folks. People had to use payphones back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Rotary phone, like
payphone.
You know what I'm saying? We're working from home now. You know what I'm saying? People didn't even find out about if work was closed until they got there back in the day. Like, it's just a different struggle.
Yeah, for real.
It's a different struggle.
To walk through the snow.
So, of course, it's going to be softer, right?
Snow is soft.
It's different. It's different. There's different accommodations. You know what I mean? The wood is different today.
The wood?
Is that these old heads are not accommodating?
Yeah, that's Blue Chew kicking in.
Yeah, I mean,
show me, JP.
You have a Thunderdome. You have a Thunderdome. When the fuck did they have a Thunderdome back in the 60s and shit?
If she has Thunderdome,
come on.
yo, you keep.
We had one Titantron, and
if her dome is thunder,
no respect.
The only Thunderdome we had was in Mad Max. That was about it.
Hey.
I hear that, man. The sour grapes of change and not everybody's cool with change. Not everybody is comfortable with it, and not everybody agrees. And damn, man, it's Taker going off nowadays every other week. But I'm not gonna pull the trigger on Taker yet because you may say he's tarnished his legacy, right? He's done more damage outside of the ring.
He hasn't tarnished his legacy, but he has destroyed his mystique.
Okay, talk to me.
Well, here's a guy who I think we've said it before, like for 30 plus years has really not gone out of character, hasn't really spoken out of turn, and now we're seeing this other side to him, and it's kind of like the old adage, you don't really want to know what's in the sausage before you eat it.
Whoa.
That's what Tom
Brady
loved
that analogy. I love that analogy.
Well, this is what I say to that old school. I mean, what did you think was gonna happen? We're in a generation now where we know a lot about these wrestlers. We know about their personal lives, and like you said, Taker was one of the last ones, right? But he also gotta make money.
He don't.
You know,
He's made so much money. He's made so much
now?
money. He never has to. His kids, his grandkids probably don't even have to work, right? He has real estate deals, right? Like this
Well,
is.
if he does,
He should.
Shame on him.
Y'all remember Dexter?
Yomis?
Remember having it? Yes.
Terrible ending.
Nah, I stopped watching because I heard that shit was trash. So.
But that was the ending that should have happened for Taker. He should have just went out into the woods, started chopping some wood, and just left it at that.
Spoiler.
Yo, man.
Peter
Yo,
dies.
I hear you, but
Not
you
a
know
single
what?
nice thing.
Yo, Pusey dies though. By the way, Orange is the New Black. Pusey died.
I hear you, yo, old school. You right, yo. I hear you. That would have been better, absolutely. But at the same time, I haven't hated everything that Taker has said. This is the one thing that has become controversial.
Give him some time. Remember when Brett first started talking? We thought it was real cool.
But this is what I'm saying.
And now every time he come out, it's like, oh god damn it, what do you say now?
But this is what I'm saying. What do you expect when he gets more opportunities to speak? They're gonna run out of shit to talk about. Like, this is what happens. Like, he already had many interviews. The Broken Skull session probably should have been the last thing. That should have been the last thing. Leave it at that. Taking shots with Stone Cold.
Right off.
Boom.
Right
That's
off
money. I got what I needed. Yo, his participation in the Undertaker Kane shit in fucking WWE Network, that was cool. Yo,
cool
Kane's
too,
a mayor now, like Knoxville. Yeah. Yo, keep it at
Shout
that.
outs to the Titans.
But it's the extra shit. It's the extra shit, right? That's where we fall into a problem. Because this extra shit, we don't know when it's happening. Maybe maybe it was right after that Broken Skull session with Stone Cold, where Taker had to drink more than he has in 3 weeks. And he did a little too much to slip out. They're soft. We don't know the context, right? So, yeah, let's keep some mics away from the legends, man.
Weed. And, and it's a combination of, like, disappointing banter, I guess, right? For whatever your political leanings and whatever, but it just, everything is just really disappointing. And then you have that aura, right? Like, a lot of his energy, especially at the end, when there was nothing left of this fucking bag of bones, bro. This guy is like dragging his ass out there, all fucking dusty and shit. Fucking out there doing his thing. All right, God bless him, getting that money, getting that paper. All right, but it was always about, like, yo, that 30-minute entrance that he's gonna have, and ooh, it's so mysterious, and now it's like, yo, shut up for a minute. Yo, this guy's complaining about how people are playing video games and not doing drugs. All right, fine, whatever, bro. Like, why? He's just this old guy, and then, like,
he's complaining about action figures at this point.
Yeah, and then, like, later on, he's like, man, I'm really upset about my action figure. Like, one of them, the jacket is kind of like a bathrobe, and then the other one, like, when it's plastic.
Edge had it too, though.
Yo, but speaking about action figures, did y'all see what Chelsea Green posted a couple of days ago? It was earlier this week, this weekend, of Matt Cardona, right? Zack Ryder.
He has way too many
playing in the
action
pool.
figures.
He's in the pool playing with his wrestling toys. In the pool,
he and PCF have nothing to do with that.
That's all. That's fine. I get it.
And he has a snack like Chelsea Green.
He does. He makes it work.
Like he's like, nah, babe, I gotta go play with my toys right now.
Shout out to playing
course.
with your wrestling
And
toys.
I'll play with yours.
I don't
later.
hate him.
And Danny, of course,
I don't hate
Undertaker
him.
said he wouldn't do another Boneyard match. That shit took like 8 hours to make.
Mischief.
You
What was the
watch the
second
fucking behind the
thing
scenes.
that came out? What was the second set of news that recently came out with Taker in that week? I know he said the thing with the guns and the knives, but then something else came out. What was that specific?
The toys.
That was it too?
Yeah.
There was something else.
You just, like, you talking out of both sides of your ass? Like, all right.
What did you say?
There was something else. There was something else. There had to be something else.
And video games and drugs and guns. And, yo, my toy is whack, son. Like, I hate when they do this shit to my toy. Like, what are you talking about, dog? You talking about your
I don't think there was something else. I can't put my finger on it, but
listen,
if I remember it, I don't think he said anything that was too much for people to fucking overreact though, because for them to start being like, okay, let's cancel Undertaker now. I mean, he sounds a little like.
So you know what wasn't too much for me?
Oh yes. So
hold on. Let old school. What were you gonna say?
No. Go ahead. I'll let you.
Well, it's just the thing about the Canyon, the story about the Chris Canyon story.
So let me tell you about Chris Canyon. He got knocked the fuck out by the Undertaker
several times.
So much so that we made it the drop for our chair shots.
There you go.
Yes,
there you go.
Yes, it was. Yes, it fucking was.
So much so that when he left the WWE, he showed up at a live event in Long Island with signs saying how they had suppressed him because he was trying to be progressive with how he portrayed a gay character on TV, and they didn't want to do that.
He probably thought he was at a WWE event the way he got smacked like that.
He probably thought he was still part of the roster.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, you creep ass. What is that?
The chair shot.
He's listening to concussions, unfortunately.
Oh,
that sounds like a back shot.
At this per se, I can't really. I don't know. It's not in any of their hands though, is it? Like that was back in the day, and you know how shit ran back in the day. They did it. You're told to do something, you pull it off. You probably question it, but it seems like Canyon was a go, right?
So here's the thing though. Taker had a lot of pull, and he could have done a lot of different things, but he chose.
Could have, but if the guy's down, I mean, why would you, right?
What?
If everybody's down and for it, I don't see why you would pull out of it, and then it's not even like.
That's what she said.
And at the same time, we don't know the context. We don't know if there was heat backstage for Canyon. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. Canyon was speaking.
That was the problem. He had heat because he was, he
was out there
of a different persuasion.
Right? Yeah, and he was also out there talking, doing interviews, breaking kayfabe. Like, we don't know what was happening in that situation.
What was you breaking?
Kayfabe.
L-O-U-S.
You always say it like that, Kayfabe. What the kayfabe?
Wasn't that the guy that married Britney Spears?
Kayfabe.
Because why do I know that? Like, why did that fucking God damn it.
Former Raw guest, by the way. He was on Raw, by the way.
He got F5.
Didn't he beat Cena at one point?
I think he did beat Cena.
Shit,
yes,
he did. Yeah,
he has a victory,
and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
That's old school throwback chair shot of the week.
Back for Legends. He'll be back for Legends Night. Yeah, old school. That's a hell of a chair shot because you're right on time. It is time for some heels, pops, and chair shots of the week, gentlemen. Thank you for leading us off, old school. I, for one, popped when Randy Orton snuck up from behind and hit it with the RKO. A bloody RKO.
Wow.
That seems, yeah. Standards and practices and stuff.
I'm going to toss a quick chair shot out to... See, I'm not sure if it's a chair shot or a pop. Because in one respect, it was a really good chokeslam bomb. In the other respect, it came from Nia Jax. So it's like, was that a botch that just like literally killed Dana Brooke, or was it
Dana and her heads,
and
two of them?
When I looked, like I'm looking online, and I'm like, damn, like I don't know, like this should look like a dope ass move, but then I think she killed it. And then Marion Reed from MLW said,
Myron Reed.
His
mama showed up.
Right?
I'm just saying. That's right.
He says,
I'm gonna give you king, bitch.
The move is safe, my G. So if he says it's safe, then it's safe. So I give that shit a pop. That shit was dope, and it was hard hitting.
All right.
I'll give Nia Jax.
We'll take it from a pro.
I think Dana bounced and she just made it look like it was brutal. Like she sold it.
She's probably getting better.
Yeah. You know what? Not for nothing. She gets a lot of shit, but she's actually a decent worker.
Dana going out with a Cubano.
She's not getting.
She's going out with a Cubano MMA fighter.
I'd rather see her than Natalia.
Yo,
for real. For real.
You know that's funny.
Natalia, stick to doing videos with your sister, bro.
Yo, stop
That's
it.
been great.
I knew you.
Yo, OnlyFans?
Listen, you can stop that too. I just want to see Jenny. Shout out to Jenny Neidhart.
Wow.
Made 2020 livable.
But the combination is weird and exciting, so it's fine.
Jenny always gives me a pop.
Every time Dana Brooke wrestles, we're like, oh my gosh, she's dead. So it goes to show you that, yo, she's doing something right.
Yeah.
She went to the Dolph Ziggler School of Selling, apparently.
Yo, I was thinking about this. All right, so this is completely irrelevant. I don't care. So I was watching an old Dolph Ziggler match, and I was like, I wonder what a match between him and Kenny Omega would look like. Because he is a tremendous wrestler, right? You could say a lot about his moveset, but I think he's better than he's ever given a chance to show. And I think in a new setting where he's able to be a version of himself that he's more comfortable with, because every time he grabs the mic, like, there's passion. It's just the script always feels like it's not his, but he does a really good job of, like, speaking on the mic, getting emotion. Like, he does a lot of the things right and selling. Like, he is, there's a reason why people compare him to Shawn Michaels in a lot of respects. Blah, 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 legacy, kiss my ass. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, he sells excellently. So, like, a match between him and Kenny Omega, I feel, in a different setting would be so crazy.
Yo, I dare him to do it. I dare him to do it. And you know what? I to be honest, if he were to do it, I could probably take him seriously if he's successful at it, because only one person has done the transition to a new company and gotten over with their said character that they wanted to be, and that's Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley is the only one I've seen come over, jump ship, and
like
get over.
Seamless.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, think about it. His transition was fucking flawless. Like, he's at the top of the top.
Also call it hype beasting too, because there's a lot of people that can see that he'll never do no harm since that moment anyway. But it worked regardless. And there's other people that tried to do the transition and they have yet to show me shit. But let's see. Yeah, I fucking dare him to do that shit. Hell yeah, I'd pop for sure.
I feel like if he's able to, like, stud himself out, like, really, like, invest in himself, he'll be in AEW. He'll be able to cut whatever kind of promo he wants. I think that shit would be so money. And then Kenny Omega, the character that he's running now, and the way he wrestles, the way he's like a big impact kind of guy, the V trigger. Imagine Dolph selling a V trigger. That'd be fun to see, right?
You know what? Speaking of AEW, what's your chair shot?
And my chair shot is for the not taking advantage of the opportunity, but a dope show. Selena de la Renta not being on MLW this week. That was a chair shot. It was missing from the show, especially with the heat that Alicia, her and Alicia Tal have. And we're talking here about two Shooting Years alums, two women that we've been able to interview, and I've told us their story, and they're going at it right now. Like, it's hot. You need to keep that on the show at all moments. Even show a little flash of it. But MLW did a great
job. Shout out to showing flash.
It was what the spice that was missing to the final piece of the product. Feedback.
Alicia's getting worked, yo. Alicia's getting worked. She's not used
Somebody
to
tell her.
Yo,
shout out to Alicia's boo. Trey Miguel showed up back at Impact, right?
And a little swole too, right? He paid for the gym. His mother put a little extra money. His stepmom put an extra money in his bank account and shit. All right.
I think he's eating Chef Boyardee now. That's what it is.
Speaking of Impact tag teams, though, I like MSK, yo, and I like that they got over.
They're in the Dusty Classic.
They advanced over this guy.
I think they're gonna win it all.
You think so?
Anybody else think that MSK got a chance?
You know,
I mean, they could, but no.
It'd be too fast. It'd be too fast if they win it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. I want to see him chase. They're underdog type guys.
Yeah.
Hey, have them lose.
Yeah,
That's fine. Have them lose in the championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
That's
might make it to the final, but they're probably going to do the chase after that.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
about? I don't know.
We don't want to ride back the situation.
This is another one. I'm not sure. Right back. Wow. If it's a
talk about
chest
people
shot
that blocked us.
Yeah, fuck them. So the Young Bucks are talking about this tag team tournament and how now they are in it, and if they win, which now they're gonna win, they decide. Man, listen, that's kind of whack. Like, I don't want to see the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are gonna win their own tournament and not like.
That's stupid.
That's dumb, yo.
That's
Chair
stupid.
shot.
Yo,
Yeah,
shout out
chair
to
shot.
Nick Nemeth, debuting in AEW this week. Dolph Ziggler's brother, since we mentioned Dolph Ziggler.
Shout out to Ryan Nemeth too.
Ryan is the one that.
So we planting the seeds. Planting the seeds for Ziggler's
Niggas
turn, huh?
He's a
the redemption is folks.
JB got that Floridian slip. He's waiting for Dolph to show up.
I am. I have the shirt.
Keep on waiting. Keep on waiting.
My pop of the week,
Ziggler.
Dirk Ziggler, Boogie Nights, baby. Yes, he's been my role model and inspiration the whole time. Listen, let's see. 4 men in the ring side by side. Just yesterday on NXT, and I'm talking about Undisputed Era with Finn Balor, Old School Bullet Club. Yes, baby. Good Lord. That was a vision. That was powerful. And I got excited. It was exciting.
And
You're excited.
that was all the time we had with you folks this week.
How excited?
AP excited. He's going to top it all off.
No, we got one
Oh,
more.
shit. I got excited.
Did that one just now?
Yeah, he popped. His Bluetooth just popped. You saw he got that shit. Yo, your balls with the fulcrum on that one. All right, so look. There's a pop out here, all right? Because we were just scrolling, and we happened to see these on the interwebs.
Oh, yo, that was my pop of the week right there.
Pop,
Right
hard as
here.
F. Yo.
VR Wrestling, Bleacher Report, put out with
Winning.
AEW NBA Crosscut edition
Yes, sir.
of their playing cards. Thoughts?
Bleacher won the internet this week. They won it.
Legend Sting.
Dope. Yeah.
Screw you,
man.
all right?
I love the
You know that's
Orange
your favorite player.
Cassidy. I love Kawhi in that Orange Cassidy. I love it. I love that. That's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight on
Kawhi-
the money.
Doesn't Y2J look like Effie though? Just gonna throw that out there.
he does.
Wow,
yo.
Effie rules.
Le champion.
I don't know why they put Gordon in there, but you know.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks.
They could have
used
they could have put champion. Yes.
Yo,
yes,
but
Young Bucks.
Chris Paul as Cody Rhodes, that's an interesting one, especially with all the movement that Chris Paul does behind the scenes in the NBA, right?
President.
NWA.
So that's
yep.
dope.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
the redemption city. Yo,
And then
you
the
know what else
old
was a pop
fuck,
for me?
the old fuck that won't go away, LeBron James wearing the Sting mask.
Yo, he's not gonna go
No,
away till he wins
I
the
am.
championship with his son. Like, accept it. There's some things in life you cannot change.
So what you're saying is Brony should be dressed up as Darby?
No, what he's saying is that LeBron's gonna wear the Sting mask until he puts on a Taker hat.
Jesus Christ. You're right.
Yo, how
man.
about
You're right.
Westbrook?
That one took a little long.
How about
Who's
Westbrook?
Westbrook supposed to be?
Westbrook as John Moxley?
Moxley.
Yeah.
It took me a while too. Took me a while
because I don't see Moxley with those elbow pads, but you know, I get it. It's basketball.
Yeah, I
But-
wasn't crazy about that.
What
one.
about Anthony Davis as Kenny Omega?
If
I don't,
you want
I
to do
don't get
Mox
that reference.
Davis,
They just- I don't.
oh,
feel
because
bad
he's the
for-
champion. He's the young. He's
when
the
it's
new
all said and
champ.
done.
You know what I mean?
Ah,
He's the top of the
okay,
card.
okay.
He's the top.
That makes
Yeah.
He's gonna be the greatest of all time.
Anthony Davis is the best player right now in the NBA.
Who's Darby?
As of last week? That is
Darby.
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks.
Who's the future? Who's the
Rising
future?
star, yeah.
Right.
He averages
Brand
triple doubles
new.
and shit.
Oh, that
the
makes sense.
future,
The
yeah.
future.
That makes
Alright.
sense. That makes sense. No, this was a great job by Bleacher Report. Great job. This is
Yeah,
dope.
she was dope. This shit was dope.
And it's once
That's
again, it's
really the
immersing two different sports together, man. It's dope. It's dope. I like
Now
it. It's
you
dope.
can do the thing. Now you.
Yo,
can
you
do
know
the
what's a
thing.
pop for me, yo? You know what's a pop for me? That a year ago today, we were at Blue 42 at our Royal Rumble viewing party. Good Lord have mercy, folks. Make sure to go into the interwebs and check Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, HPC2 Suite,
all the
on IG and
interwebs.
Twitter to see the
Move them all out
pictures
the
and
way. It'll
videos
be right
of
here.
everything that was happening last year at the Royal Rumble. Hopefully, in upcoming years, we'll be able to do the same thing. Blue 42. Folks, if you love wings, that's the place to be. They got a wing for every desire, for every palate.
Check us out on
Wing.
Twitter.
After dessert.
The fuck up?
HPC2
El
Suite.
diablo, pero ya terminamos.
That's
coño.
dessert.
Cállate and subscribe.
Mierda.
God damn.
Wow, that just
Cállate,
happened, bro.
subscribe.
Cállate y subscribe.
Wow.
Cállate,